BassResinator here. I just got this my massive mold in, and I'm gonna do the seashell technique that Petra and Sandra developed, but instead of going from one side, I'm gonna start in the middle because I want to try and make this into a bowl. So I'll come back to you after I get the resin mixed up. I'm going to be using things that I got from Laura's Art Corner. Teal Blue Orchid mica powder. This epoxy resin ink, Smurf, and alcohol ink, Lagoon. And in the middle, I'm going to put in these blue, oh, you can't see them. They're blue apatite stones. You'll see them when I get there. And I'm also going to be using Let's Resin's Ocean White. So let me get some resin mixed up. This is going to be fun. Okay, I have my colors all mixed up. Again, I'm using Lagoon alcohol ink. And I'm going to pour from the middle. Usually the seashell technique pours from one side, but I'm going to pour in the middle because I want to make this into a bowl. So, and I did not get all the bubbles out, so I'm hoping they release. This is this Lagoon. This is about 4.5 ounces, and I put in 7 drops of that Lagoon. And then in the Smurf, I put in 7 drops as well, but I also put in a little bit of blue interference powder from Let's Resin. So you got this really cool sparkly stuff going on. And that just pushes out. Now this mold, it says it holds approximately 23 ounces, and I'm assuming that's going to be just a little bit more. That's why I mixed up 24. And if it doesn't hold that, this is the Teal Blue Orchid mica from Laura's Art Corner. Now those other 2 inks, the alcohol ink and the resin ink, are from Octopus Inks. All of these are available from Laura's Art Corner. Now, well, except for the interference powder from Let's Resin. Boy, that's pretty. That Lagoon just got swallowed up. It's there, but it's on the very edge. Okay, now we're going white with Let's Resin. Ocean White paste. I may have made this too opaque, but that has a tendency to cause some really cool patterns once this starts pulling back in, because right now it's pushing everything out to the edges. I started putting some of this in, and I shook up the bottle of that white and then it just started oozing out, and I'm like, no, it was coming out too fast. Okay, now I'm going with clear, a clear push. Now I was not able to use my leveling table because this mold is too big. I mean, like, hello. It was hanging over the edge, and I thought, no, that's going to be bad. But because of that, I need to put little thingies under the edge to keep it from going over. Not much, but I do need to put some in there. Okay, maybe if I just put popsicle stick. Yeah, Well, that's too much. Yep. Back to this. I just won't put any more in there. Okay, now, blue apatite stones. Apatite. A-P-A-T-I-T-E. Not appetite. Like, I have an appetite. No, not that kind. I'm going to reach in front of the camera for just a bit to do that. Get my... Those stones are really, really pretty. Push them down. Now, like I said, I want to make this into a bowl. So that's why I'm going, pushing everything out this way instead of having it. Okay, come on. Instead of going from one side, which is what Sandra and Petra do with the seashell technique. Now I've got a ton of bubbles. Hey, don't want that going in there. I can already see some cool patterns happening on this side. I just hope they look really cool on the other side. Oh, a little bit more over here. Now this resin is the ultra clear. And it's supposed to cure in about 8 hours, but with as hot as it is here and the humidity level, I'm assuming this is going to cure up much faster than that. So it's 5 p.m. So I'm thinking probably by 10 tonight I'll be able to take it out of this and put it into a bowl to shape it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's already starting to do those patterns. If you ever want to see this technique done, Petra Gerbracht, her channel is Petty's Home Art. It'll be in the description, and actually in the title of this video. And Sandra Rettich. And you'll have to go back a ways because they developed this about 2 years ago. But once I found out I could actually do a technique without having to take a big class and stuff, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So, yeah, what happens is it pushes everything out and then it all comes back. Now, when you do it from the side, it pushes everything out and then it comes back this way, which causes this really cool, like you're starting to see these little pockets of dark through there. That white's going to go through and cause that. It's just a really cool technique, but it's actually one I can do. So I like doing this. So I haven't ever done it this way. So I've adapted their technique by going from the middle to pour rather than from the side. So I'm hoping it will still work. We'll see. Okay, I'll come back to you when it's time to unmold this and put it into the bowl. Cool, I'll see you. It's been 15 minutes since I poured, and look at these billowing. There's depth. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is like those dark areas in there have like a bubble effect going on, and it's super cool looking. And I had enough resin left over to try a coaster. So, and I put one stone in the middle. Yeah, this is cool. It's looking cool on this side. So I will determine whether I want the bowl this way or the other way, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to want it the other way. Just wanted you to see what it looked like. This is so... It's like you're right here. It looks like you're going down a hill from the edge. And look at this edge, those colors. Wow. But you can see that lagoon and then the smurf with the interference. Look at that white, what it's doing there. Can you see it? It's like it's got these little stalactites or stalagmites, whichever. Really cool looking. Okay, we'll wait. Well, I pulled out the little one that I had, and I put it in this little plastic bowl, and that's the side that was down. And I'm going to have to put something heavy on top of it to keep that shape. Now, I have a bowl for the bigger one. This side looks really pretty. I hope the other side does too. Well, come on now. Well, I like this. This is cool. So that'll be the outside though. I hope I can get this to go down in there. That's some noise now. Goodness. Watch me, I won't be able to get this thing out. It's a plastic bowl. Look at the color on this though. It's gonna be nice. I have a little silicone mat. I thought about putting something heavy to push down, but I can't get it to go down anymore. So I think I'm just gonna leave that little mat right there. And this, well, I said that, but I'm not gonna need it. On this little guy though, I can do it because I have a heavy little dish thing, one of my sand. Okay, so that I'm gonna let that sit for. This is, remember I told you I'd be able to get it tonight and get it in here. It's exactly 5 hours from when I poured it. But that's just the way the things are down here in South Texas. Nice and hot. So we got that is really pretty. The white was a little heavy, but it came out okay. I'm sitting there trying to match up both sides. You know, like it's kind of blobby, but you can see it, the pattern. Whereas usually in the seashell technique, this will all come to the place where it's been poured in, because you pour and it just spreads out over the mold, and then it'll come back to where it was poured in. But since I poured in the middle, it went out and then it came back in. So this is pretty. You know that I've got it right here. I wonder if I should go over that with a silver marker now. I'm thinking I may do that. So this mold is really large. This is a 100-ounce bowl, so put that right there, put that one right there. I'm torn whether I should do silver or that, because this is really pretty though on the edge, but I'm thinking if I do silver, you know what, let me see what a little bit looks like. That doesn't look bad. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Now this outside edge, the very outside, is going to be sharp, so I'm going to have to file that down after it cures up solid. But I'm liking this. Like I said, I've tried different techniques before, and sometimes I get close, or I'm like, no, that was a fail. But this technique is, some reason I can do it, you know, and I'm not going to complain. I like the pieces that I have made. I've sold a couple. I've got one hanging on my bathroom wall, the one that's decorated like an ocean. That did the whole bathroom. If you have not seen that, about a year ago, my wife went to Michigan and I stayed home and I did the bathroom in resin. The countertop, the sink, the floor, the shower floor. There's artwork on the walls. I painted everything in there. I did, the mirror had some of that, the silver had started to come off, and it had these unsightly, ugly spots. So I did UV resin over the top, and it made it look like a wave going on there. I need to recharge my silver. It's starting not to want to come out right. There we go. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you ought to go back and watch. And I was doing it in stages. I would do a little bit a day and film and put a video out. And after a week and 3 days, I was completely done. And my wife was gone a week and 2 days. So she saw me working on it. Oh, I also did the toilet tank cover and the toilet bowl, the commode topper, the flapper part. I did resin art on that too. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, go take a look. It was a fun project. And that was to celebrate my 1,000th subscriber. My 500th subscriber, I asked the lady who was the 500th subscriber, Amanda Togood from the UK. I said, challenge me. And she goes, do something with the stages of the moon. And so I made a big piece with that. And then I got to 1,000 and I had to do something bigger. And then I thought, I don't want to go any bigger than that. So for a 1,500 subscriber, Into Resin offered a mold. Which was kind of neat. Except when I'm sitting there dreading giving it away because I wanted that mold. Anyway, I'm just shooting the breeze here while I'm doing this. But for my 2,000th subscriber celebration, Into Resin gave another mold, and Crafted Elements gave $250 credit to the store. And Let's Resin gave one of their starting kits for resin kits. And I decided, since 3 companies offered to donate after asking around, I ended up giving out 3 prizes. So, I mean, there were 3 prizes to give away, but I had 3 winners. I don't know what I'm going to do for, if anybody's even going to want to do something like that again, or what I'll do for, I don't know if I should do one at 2,500 or wait till I get to 3,000, or wait till I get to 5,000. This is all happening so fast for me. I don't know what's going on. You know, there's a little ridgy on the inside of that I should just be, I'm sitting there worried about staying on top. And I could do this. It'd be a lot easier. If you have any ideas of what I should do, write them in the comments. And I do have channel memberships available, and I'm going to be doing some special giveaway type things in July, or starting to do something like that this month, because when this comes out, it will be, this is June still when I'm working on this, but when the video drops, it'll be July. So if you want to become a channel member, you'll be eligible for whatever's going to be happening, which I still have not decided exactly what I want to do, whether it's just a giveaway or a challenge giveaway, you know, have a drawing or whatever of just the members, and then make something that they want or that they want to challenge me on, and then I send it to them. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'm still getting ideas from them. This is really accentuating this. I'm glad I decided to do the silver. Since it was sitting here, not going anywhere. I'm not going to do that to that little one that I'm making a little bowl. I could, but I don't need to. I will say this here. I've said it in previous videos. I don't have an Etsy store or a website where I'm selling any of my stuff. If you desire any things that I'm making, contact me. Information to contact me is in the description of this video. We can finagle a deal, because everything I'm doing is one of a kind. This is the first time I've done with these colors and this mold. I just bought this mold. So if you are wanting anything, they're all one of a kind. So it's not like, oh, can I have one of those? Well, I can make you another one, or you could have this one, or anything of any of the other things that I've made. But I don't have a green one of these, this one, a red one. I don't have any of that. So if you are desiring a BassResinator piece, contact me. You can let me know in the comment area, or you can do a message on my channel. Has the community area where you can leave comments or requests, or you can find me on Instagram and talk to me that way, or you can find me on not YouTube. This is YouTube. You can find me on Facebook and contact me that way, or in the description below this video there is an email where you can contact me. So yeah, if I have a lot of these pieces here at the house, and my wife is like, okay, we got to do something. Either stop making so much, or start selling it, or we're going to give it away. We've given away a bunch of things. Donated some. In fact, our church youth group is trying to raise some money, and I'm thinking about donating frogs and turtles and letting them go sell them, and whatever they can get for them can go into their activity account. That's what we're talking. That's what my wife and I are talking about now. And sometimes we'll be going along and I'll be talking to somebody and I'll just, whether it's the Holy Spirit working on me or my wife giving me the elbow and the ribs, we'll just decide, you know, that person needs this, and we'll give it away to them. That has happened quite a few times. And it's actually a lot of fun to do it that way for me, since I am not the marketing person, even though my sons are in marketing type positions. I don't have that type of bone in my body. Well, there you go. Look at that silver, huh? I think that, let me know, do you think that it'd be awfully difficult? It'd be easy to take it off now. You know, I missed a spot right there. It'd be easier to take it off now. Wrong marker. I threw it in this drawer. So just to get a little bit of alcohol on there. It'll wipe right up. But once it's dried, it doesn't want to come off at all then. Okay, I think I got it now. Okay, well, we'll wait a while. I may go put this out in the garage and put a cover over it so it doesn't gather a bunch of dust, and let the heat just continue to bake that into position. Yeah, okay. Thank you for being here for this. I'm thinking, since I've already unmolded it, I don't need to have an unmolding ceremony, but I will have a bunch of pictures to show. Man, the rocks really match this color. That's pretty. Anyway, I'm not gonna put any more video on the end of this. I don't think I need to. Just have some pictures. So this is my time to say goodbye. Stick around for the pictures at the end. After a couple days or a day or so, I'll be able to take this out and clean up that edge and make it so it's not sharp. Pop it out of this bowl, and that little one as well. And yeah, then have some closing shots. And I'll do a short based on this as well. But I appreciate you for sticking through this right now. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate that. You cannot believe how much I appreciate it. It's been just a little over a year that I've had this channel dedicated to resin work or resin art. Before then, I had the channel. It wasn't called BassResinator. It was just my name. But it was me with pictures of my dogs, or videos of my dogs, or me with my choir, or me riding my bicycle. Well, 70 followers. And now I got way more than that because people are interested in resin art, which is kind of cool. So, thank you if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber and you'd like to be one, it's very simple. Just go down to the bottom and click on subscribe. It's free. If you are subscribing, right next to it there is a little bell icon, and that signifies notification. So if you click that, anytime I do something new, you'll get notified and you can come watch. I do have channel memberships. I was talking about that. If you would like to be a channel member, there's 2 levels, Blue Bonnet level and the Indian Paintbrush level. And very affordable, $1.99 for level 1, $2.99 for level 2. And yeah, and if you become a member, then you'll be eligible for the giveaway thingies that I'm going to be doing starting in this month. Yay! Okay, stick around for the parting shots. And I really can't wait to get this out in the sun after it's completely cured. I think it's going to be amazing. And I'm just sitting here looking at this and the shape of it. And I was wanting to make a water, like a little water fountain. Birds can come get in it. This would work too. Put some water in there and put one of those solar activated fountainy thingies. Maybe a little small, but the depth is good. Anyway, I'll continue thinking on that too. Yeah, I got lots of things in my mind. I'm going to be taking off in July. I'm going to have a couple videos a week. I'm planning ahead. I'm already putting those together. Going to get my travel shoes on. I'm going to go visit mother-in-law up in Michigan and visit a couple places on the way up, my family members and such. So yeah, come back with more ideas, fresh ideas, taking pictures. I may do some videos, maybe even a live walking along the shore of Lake Michigan. I don't know, but anyway, just letting you know, I will still be here. I just won't have the consistency of having one every day, but that's what it's going to be. So thank you for being here. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.